Once upon a time, in a peaceful African village nestled among rolling hills, lived a man named Obi. Obi was known for his kindness, wisdom, and generosity. However, he was also known for his 5 troublesome wives, Amina, Ngozi, Chi, Yetunde, and Ola, each more troublesome than the last. Despite their beauty, they were mischievous and made life unbearable for Obi. Every day, without fail, they would engage in endless quarrels and squabbles. Whether it was about whose turn it was to cook, whose child was the most well-behaved, or whose portion of the harvest was bigger, their arguments filled the air with tension and chaos. Each of them bore only daughters, resulting in Obi having 10 female children. This left Obi yearning for a son to continue his legacy, and so he decided to take another wife. One day, Obi returned from a distant village with a new wife named Muna. She was not only beautiful, but also gentle and caring. Villagers whispered that perhaps she would bring peace to Obi's household and grant him the son he desired. Obi lavished Muna with love and attention, frequently gifting her new wrappers and expensive beads. He was completely enchanted with his new bride, which sparked jealousy among his other 4 wives, Amina, Ngozi, Chi, and Yetunde. They resented the affection he showed her, feeling neglected along with their daughters. However, Obi's 5th wife, Ola, was very welcoming towards Muna. Ola frequently enjoyed sharing her meals with Muna. She shared the proceeds from her harvest and assisted in preparing meals for Obi when it was Muna's turn to do so. Months passed, and Muna gave birth to a healthy baby boy. The village rejoiced, and Obi's heart swelled with pride as he held his son for the first time. He named him Ugonna, which means the pride of a father. Following the birth of Ugonna, his affection for Muna became boundless, and to honor her as the mother of his only son, he built a new hut for her. This only intensified the hatred that Amina, Ngozi, Chi, and Yetunde harbored towards Muna. In contrast, Ola celebrated with Muna when Obi built the new hut. She danced and rejoiced alongside Muna and frequently visited to see her newborn son. Ugonna, at the tender age of 4, blossomed into the most handsome of his peers. He was not just intelligent, but also kind, much like his father Obi. Beloved by all who encountered him, he held a special place in his father's heart. Mothers openly expressed their desires and hopes to have a son as handsome as Ugonna. Over the years, envy and jealousy began to take root in Ola's heart. She could no longer stand to see Muna so happy and content. Her disdain for Ugonna grew, especially when Obi lavished Ugonna with praise. Overwhelmed by her hatred and bitterness, Ola resolved to act. One day, under the guise of helping with the cooking, as it was Muna's turn to prepare Obi's meals, she made her way to Muna's hut. In secrecy, she laced the food Muna dished for Ugonna with poison, intending to get rid of him permanently. Content with her evil plans, she grinned with satisfaction as she returned to her hut. However, fate had other plans. In a tragic twist of events, Ola's only daughter, Adanma, while playing near Muna's hut, noticed a bowl of food on a wooden stool by Muna's kitchen. Driven by curiosity and hunger, she uncovered it to reveal an appetizing yam pottage. It was the very dish of poisoned food intended for Ugonna. After consuming a few spoonfuls, she quickly succumbed to the poison and collapsed lifelessly to the ground. Ola, who was asleep in her hut, was awakened by loud cries and wails from outside. She hurried out and, to her horror, found Obi on the ground, cradling the lifeless body of her daughter Adanma. Rushing to him, she screamed in shock, "What happened to my daughter?" As the realization of the tragedy struck her, she collapsed to the floor, weeping and lamenting her grave mistake. Amidst the chaos, the truth emerged. Ola admitted to poisoning the food intended for Ugonna, weeping bitterly as her jealousy had tragically taken the life of her own precious daughter. Despite their immense grief and pain, Obi and Muna chose to forgive Ola, who was deeply remorseful. They believed that her living with the guilt of causing her daughter's death for the rest of her life was punishment enough. Together, They grieved the loss of Ola's daughter and made a vow to treasure the children they still had. Moral of the story: envy and jealousy can lead to dire consequences, not only for others, but also for oneself. It's essential to appreciate what we have and celebrate the joys of others without letting envy cloud our hearts. Also, forgiveness is a powerful tool that can heal the deepest wounds and pave the way for redemption and reconciliation.